I'm Hana.
And I'm Chevi.
We're hardcore adults.
Okay, well, we're trying to be. That's why we made this podcast.
To give you the life advice that you may or may not want.
Have you got your iced coffee?
Obviously. Welcome back to Project Iced Coffee, episode 8.
What's up, guys? Welcome back.
So we have a really, really fun episode. This one I'm really excited for. It's actually going to be a Q&A.
Q and
A. From questions from you guys. But we have our manager here, Racheli.
Hi.
Racheli, thank you so much for coming on. You guys are going to meet the girl who makes Project Iced Coffee possible.
Stop.
Yeah, actually.
All you, really.
That's not true. Racheli does like all the work.
Racheli does all the cool behind the scenes editing stuff that you guys don't see happen, but like still really important stuff that happens. So Racheli, we love you. You are awesome and welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks so much, guys.
Of course, we're so excited.
So
Fun fact, we're on vacation together.
Woo!
Yeah, this is a corporate trip to
corporate
Miami.
We took a corporate retreat down to Miami, Florida. Check out our latest post on Instagram to see. We went to check out the Wynwood art walls. We took some really awesome pictures. And yeah.
And we learned to be strong like our iced coffee because our coffee needs to be strong.
If you don't know what she's saying, you can look at the post and like, get it.
Exactly. You need to check that out.
But you gotta whisper it. You gotta be strong. Be strong, coffee.
Always.
Always.
Always be strong.
All right, guys. So here's the plan for this week's episode. We are doing a little bit of a Q&A. So we are going to start off with the questions that you guys posted on our Instagram. Now,
and on our WhatsApp.
And on our WhatsApp. Very true. If you're not on our WhatsApp group yet, check out the link in our bio. You can join that WhatsApp group
right now.
Right now.
Like
do it.
Second.
Pause
do
the
it.
podcast.
So worth it.
Do it.
Great for
Go.
PR.
Go
for it.
Okay, are you done? Did you join the WhatsApp group?
Okay, good.
Okay, we're good.
Okay, we're good. So we collected all the questions, and we're going to answer your questions that you had for us.
Yay!
Are you ready for the first question?
I'm ready.
So the first question is like a spicy. It's not spicy.
It's spicy.
A spicy question.
It's a spicy question.
Spicy. It's just like
I know exactly where that's coming from.
Okay, well,
I feel like it's a tea question.
Tea.
It's tea.
Tea.
The question is, are you dating?
Ooh.
Like, that's tea.
Okay, before I answer the question, okay.
Very important question.
Very
For you
question
guys.
For you guys. I want to ask our followers out there, has any of you heard the phrase, are you in the Parsha?
It's a phrase.
Yes.
It's not!
I don't know why
It
Abby
is
thinks
a
it's
phrase.
not.
It really is a phrase.
Okay.
It's a thing.
It's a phrase that I learned recently. For those who don't know, like me, because you are a cultured person of the world who just doesn't know this phrase, it means, are you dating? So if someone asks you, like, are you in the Parsha? It's code for, are you dating?
Yeah.
I had never heard anyone use this phrase until very recently.
Yeah, I've definitely heard this phrase. It swims around like at the Shabbos table.
Swims around.
But
But it's also a phrase. Like, I've heard it.
Yeah, like teachers say it.
Yeah?
even. Yeah.
I don't
Okay,
know.
so Javi, I'm going to ask you, are you in the
Nancy?
Parsha?
I am not currently in this week's Parsha, but...
Okay, that's the joke with it. Like people
Right.
definitely joke about that.
Okay, fine. So maybe check back in like a couple Parshiot.
A couple
and
Parsha.
see if I joined the Parsha at any point.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I did
Yeah,
not
but we'll
start
put
dating
up
it.
a poll on Instagram, and so you guys
Ooh.
can let us know if you've heard the term.
Yeah,
Are you in the
Are you in the
exactly.
Parsha?
And then
Yeah.
Fabi can really know if it's
Exactly.
a legit term. It is. It is. It's a legit term.
And now we'll know.
Yeah.
Right.
But if you guys have any guys for us, like, you know.
Put the resumes in the description box below.
Who needs a shot
Have a
thing?
link to our email. Send them over.
Who needs a shotgun when you have a podcast?
Yeah, seriously.
No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. That was a joke.
No, she's not.
She's blushing.
Hey, Connor, do you have another question?
Okay, second question. What is a really crazy story that you have from Israel?
Ooh, Racheli, I'm gonna pass this
Okay.
one to you.
I know, Racheli has a really good one
so
that
I already
love.
hinted this like earlier. Okay, here it goes. So our seminary took us to I forgot what it's called already.
What's it called?
What's the place
It was the
called?
last Shabbaton that we went on.
Oh my god, wait, what was it called?
Kibbutz Levi.
Kibbutz Levi,
So
yeah.
our seminary took us to Kibbutz Levi, and it was a really relaxing Friday afternoon. Everyone was like, I was doing people's makeup. Hana did my hair. Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember. And you did my makeup.
And it was
Sem goals.
so nice. And of course, it's like seminary is Friday, and I'm like calling everyone in my family.
Wow.
And the person I call was my dad, and we're like having a full conversation at the end. And I was like, okay, Dad, love you, miss you, bye. And then a different voice comes on the end of the phone.
Oh my.
And it's like deep. It's like, Racheli. And I'm like, who is that? And it's the head of my school,
Oh my
Marski. Okay, so backstory to that. I had asked him like a Shiloh before Shabbos, like it was really important, and he said he would call me back. So I'm assuming what happened was, and I was on the phone with my father, like, I don't know, my cheek might have slipped onto like the hold and accept button.
That's not real.
And then I looked down at my phone and it says like already like 8 seconds into the call. So he for sure heard me saying, love you, miss you, bye. That's exactly why he said,
oh my god. Wait, that did not happen.
It happened. I promise you it happened.
That's hilarious.
And then, like, till this day, like, our friends always say, like, when we finish a conversation, we're like, okay, love you, miss you, bye.
Yeah, and it gets me every time.
It's so
embarrassing whenever I think about it.
Wow.
That's such a funny story.
Speaking of funny stories, Hana, do you have a story for us?
Funny story. So I was trying to think. Like, I have a few crazy stories.
Sem is just full of crazy stories.
Sem is just a crazy year.
Crazy stuff.
But so this crazy story, Racheli was actually there. It was really, really fun. It was on Sukkot.
Ooh.
On Chol HaMoed. Me and like my friend group, we decided, it's Chol HaMoed, let's spend the day in Tel Aviv.
Fun.
So we like researched it and we decided we're gonna take the train from Machamal to Tel Aviv. This isn't like the express train. This was the slow.
Yeah, this is like the LIR. If you know like that train, like that's.
Because if you're gonna go to Tel Aviv, you gotta go on that fun bullet train, like the 20
So we didn't know about it yet.
Sukkot.
You didn't know about it?
We didn't know about it yet. It was Sukkot.
How do you not know about the train?
Also, that was like the airport train, so I feel like nobody knew that was.
Everyone knows about the train.
So we did not.
Okay.
So we get on this train and like we're having so much fun on the train. Like it was great. It was us and like 8 other friends. And we stop in Beit Shemesh, and we stopped for like 20 minutes. So we're like,
it was a long stop.
Yeah.
Mind you, we were also a ton of people. So I think we were all just talking. Like nobody.
So we were just like schmoozing. And so we're just chilling in Beit Shemesh on the train, waiting for it to go to the next stop, which was Tel Aviv. And all of a sudden, the train starts moving, but in the other direction.
Oh gosh!
Like from back where we came from. And we're like, wait, what's going on? So we asked one of like the conductors, I guess, on the train, and we're like, where's this train going? And he's like, it's going to Yerushalayim.
Oh my gosh.
And we're like, what? We wanted to go to Tel Aviv. And he's like, oh, you had to transfer in Beit Shemesh. So we were on the train back to Yerushalayim another 45 minutes. Mm-hmm. So we end up back in Yerushalayim, and we're like, what are we going to do? We just spent an hour and a half on this train going to Beit Shemesh and back to Yerushalayim. So like, we're not going all the way to Tel Aviv. So what we ended up doing is that we ended up just going to Beit Shemesh and going out to eat there. Even though it was like 3 p.m, we were all starving.
It was crazy.
We were all so hungry. But that was such a funny story that like, the second we just like the train just jerked and started going backwards, we all looked at each other and were like, what? What's happening? It was really funny.
That's probably so scary to just be on the train and like, okay, we're going backwards now. Okay,
yeah, I had no idea what was happening.
It was like forward and then it started going backwards.
Wow,
yeah,
like it wasn't like we were on a new track. It was just
backwards. It was just funny.
Was it
looking back?
Was it also interesting?
It was also interesting.
And weird and
crazy.
Okay, guys, for context. So over our vacation trip, we have realized that there are very few set number of responses that we have to any given story situation. They range anywhere from, that's crazy, that's interesting, that's weird.
That's so funny.
Or mine, that's so funny.
That's so funny.
That's also so mine. Funny. Or same.
So,
or that's a call.
That's a call.
That's
mine.
yours.
That's mine.
Yeah, not everyone says that.
Just like the set few responses to any given situation.
That's so interesting.
That's so crazy.
That's so funny. That's so funny.
Wow.
So guys, what's your catchphrase?
Yeah, I'm curious if these are universal or if these are just something that we had just been saying this whole time.
I don't think so. I feel like we catch them on from other people.
Right?
Yeah.
But Chavi, if you had to like pick one phrase as your catchphrase, what would it be?
My catchphrase? Well, in the yearbook, my catchphrase was 5 points. I used to be very big on
that was more of a high school thing.
That's true. I used to just hand out points randomly.
Yeah.
For fun.
Like Harry Potter.
Yeah,
right? Like 10 points to Gryffindor.
Yeah.
That was you?
Kind of. It was also funny because my high school friends got it. Like they knew that it was just the shtick I did. I'd be like if someone said, oh, I accomplished this really cool thing, I'd be like, oh, 5 points for you. You know, like good job on that thing. But people who didn't know me and I would use the phrase, they'd be like, why are you giving me points? Like, do I get a prize? Should I keep track of my points? Like people got very into it and I was like, no, it's just the joke.
No, it's just the shtick.
No. But my campers, so I was a camp counselor. And I used the phrase on my campers without even thinking. And they all started keeping track of their points. And they got very into it.
Did you know?
I sort of knew, but I didn't fully realize until like the middle of the summer. I heard girls talking, and they're like, well, I have 25 and you have 15, but she has 30. And I was like, oh my gosh, they're really keeping track of their points.
Did you do something about it?
No, I just kind of let it go. And then at the
Good
end of the
job.
summer, they're like, okay, Chevi, like, who had the most points? Like, what's the prize? And I was like,
I wasn't keeping track for you.
I was like, I totally forgot.
A hug.
So, yeah, that was my mistake as counselor. I guess I should have been more on top of that.
That's insane.
That's
It's so
so
cute that
funny.
they like kept track of their score.
I know. It was
I love
funny.
that.
That is really cute.
Yeah.
And funny.
And funny. And interesting.
See, it just kind of happens.
Yeah. Okay, should we move on to our next question?
Yeah.
Wait, I never told my story.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
because you
didn't
said
know.
that you had a hard time thinking of one.
Okay, but then I thought of one.
Oh, okay,
Okay,
so let's
good.
I
hear.
thought of one. When we were prepping this episode, I couldn't think of a good SEM story, but then I thought of a good one. So in Connor and Micheli's stories, they were on like trips or Shabbatones. Mine was in the seminary, which
Oh.
I find that a lot of SEM stories never happen in the seminary. It's always like places that you went, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm trying to think if I had any.
Right? Like they
I know,
hardly,
now I'm trying to think of some.
they rarely happen in the SEM building, but my story happens in the SEM building.
Oh, I mean, I have a few of like what happened in my T-Rob, but I'll tell that
Okay,
after.
we can save those for another
We
rainy
had
day.
like pranks, but I don't think there's like stories.
Right.
No, I'm saying like a cat was in my D-Raw. My D-Raw was infested by bees.
Mine's also about a cat.
Yeah, there was
Oh,
a bird
okay.
in my D-Raw. Like there was just my D-Raw was filled with a lot of things.
A lot of animals.
A lot of things.
I can attest to that.
Kelly could attest to that.
Speaking of animals.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I went to Madreshet Moriah, the lovely Minmo. It's in Baka. It's a really cool place. And if you have ever been to Yerushalayim, you know that there are lots of cats
Yes.
all over Yerushalayim. And particularly, Minmo had a lot of cats that like to hang out outside.
Mhm.
So there's one day, the story is kind of like a whole day. So it was like the first class of the day. And then all of a sudden in the ceiling, we hear like, and everyone's like, oh my gosh, what just happened? And we all look at the ceiling, and there was just like something running across. And then it happened in the next class, and the next class. And then at one class we were sitting, and all of a sudden you hear very softly, meow.
Oh my gosh.
It turns out we thought there was only one cat in the ceiling.
No way.
I was sitting in one class where one of the ceiling tiles came loose because the
Oh my
cat
gosh.
ran across it. Because the ceilings,
Oh
it's
my
different
gosh.
rooms, but the ceilings are not divided up by room. It's just one big ceiling over
Yeah,
the building.
right.
So they were just running
Yeah,
from
like the
classroom
push
to classroom.
tiles, right?
Yeah, like these push
Oh
tiles.
my gosh. And like the ceiling just fell down.
One of the tiles just kind of fell down.
That's so scary.
So,
I would be terrified.
It was crazy. So the whole day there were cats everywhere. And then at the
Cats.
end of the day, it was me and one other girl. I'm not going to say her name because she did not give me permission to share the story. But if she's listening, she knows who she is. Anyways, so so it was me, her, and one other girl. We were kind of just chilling in a classroom.
Mhm.
And the goal was to kind of trap the cat on one ceiling tile. So we started pushing tables and desks together, climbing on top of the tables and the desks, and pushing and removing ceiling tiles to try to force the cat like onto one.
Okay.
Oh my
And
God.
the goal was to like then take the cat, pick it up, and like take it outside.
Oh my god! You
I
know,
would
it reminds me of that
never.
game. Did you ever play that game where like you have like two like pieces, and then you have to like push the tiles in
No.
to trap the other piece?
Yes, icebreaker.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Icebreaker, and then I'm thinking of also the one with the cars, right? You have to like get the bus out.
Yeah, rush hour.
Right.
Yeah. So that's like,
I don't
you
know.
would think
literally.
Icebreaker's the one with the hammer.
Yeah,
and
you
the
get-
Yeti,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Okay, yeah.
And the purple guy. There's a little purple guy in the box.
Guy.
So one of the girls ended up getting a bowl of milk, and she put it in the ceiling to
Oh
try
my
to
god!
track the cat. We were making like cat noises at it. I actually have a picture. We took a picture in the ceiling, and you can see the cat's eyes through the flash.
Oh my
That's so
gosh.
scary.
It was insane. We were like standing on top of tables. At the end of the day, we just kind of gave up and left the cat there. And
Oh,
then
no.
it ended up crawling out of the same hole that it had crawled in, like in the ceiling. And then
This
it was
reminds
just
me
gone.
of The Office when Angela's like,
Yes,
and the cat falls out of the ceiling
No,
tile.
it reminds me of the episode with the bat.
Yeah, and
Oh,
the
yeah,
bat.
that
The
also,
bat. The
yeah.
bat was in the ceiling.
For any of our Office fans out there, you know exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah.
For any of our non-Office fans, there's an episode of The Office where a bat flies into the office building, and then this one guy, Dwight, traps the bat over someone's head using a garbage bag.
Yeah, it's so
And
funny.
it's an epic disaster. You
Yeah.
can probably imagine what happens next.
It's so funny.
It was wild.
I think that's a really good segue.
Segoo?
Which can we point out is not spelled Segway.
Those are the electric thingies. That's like
Yeah,
I
that's
know.
like an actual segue.
But I just discovered
a
that
transition.
the
Yeah.
transition segue is not spelled that way.
Yeah, me too.
Segwoo.
Segwoo.
Segue, which is
Segwoo.
SGUE.
Segwoo.
Right?
Segwoo.
Yeah.
Segoo.
So should we segoo?
Segoo?
Yeah, let's segue
Let's
into the
segoo
next
into the next
question.
question, which is what is your favorite TV show? which I think we all gotta say.
1, 2, 3. The Office. Okay, very good.
Okay, it's not
Okay.
my favorite, but my
Ooh.
favorite show is definitely hands down The Politician.
Oh yeah, it's The Politician.
Yep.
I don't know if anyone just heard the giant sigh that I just let out because Hana and Racheli made me watch The Politician last night.
It's so good.
It's so
I really
brilliant.
just don't like. I love Ben Platt. Ben Platt's great. He's awesome. He's one of us. You know, Am Yisrael Chai, all that fun stuff.
Mhm.
I just don't like the show. It's just not for me.
It's such a good show.
Just a sad
Hands
story.
down, the best show. It's so well made.
It's so good.
So well made.
It's also just like visually pleasing.
yeah,
just-
it's so
it's
pretty.
so pretty.
It's so dramatic.
It's so dramatic. That's what makes
Okay.
it so good. I love over dramatic shows.
Do you like cinematography? Like, do you appreciate good TV?
Yeah, like if it's pretty, then it's pretty to look
It's
at.
so pretty.
But I can't watch Ben Platt cry in a garden over not getting into
Oh
Harvard.
please!
I
It's
just,
so
I
good. That's what
can't.
makes it so good.
It's so dramatic.
I can't. Next question.
Okay, next question. Oh, this is a really deep one.
Ooh.
Is cereal soup?
Ooh.
Ooh, let's contemplate on that one.
Let's contemplate for a
Okay.
little bit.
Rachel, what's your thoughts?
Cereal is cereal.
Yeah,
I don't think cereal is soup.
they're two different genres.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you think about it, what is cereal? Think about it like a philosopher, you know?
It's milk?
Right.
It's milk, so you have the liquid base.
Yes.
With something else in it, as opposed to like chicken or vegetables. You have like cornflakes or whatever cereal you have, right?
Right.
So in theory, I think cereal could be a kind of soup.
Okay, wait, but let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Soup is hot.
There are cold
Hot,
soups.
But then there's
Cereal
cold soup.
is
Yeah, I
gross.
agree. There's like fruit soup,
Yeah,
which
fruit
is
soup-
like cold.
Fruit soup is cold. And also oatmeal is called hot cereal.
No, but oatmeal is a different story. 'Cause
Oh.
that's not like
That's
cereal
not
and
our
milk.
question.
Oh, fine. That's
Like-
not cereal. We're getting off topic.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not a fan of cereal. I don't like cereal and milk. I have not eaten it for years. Like I just don't like
Wait,
it.
what?
I
Yes, you knew
love
that about me.
cereal.
I know.
Cereal is my summer breakfast.
Cereal's my
Really?
favorite
Cold
food.
and
I
refreshing.
know.
Yeah.
Cereal is my favorite food. You can ask my dad. Dad, if you're listening, hey. My dad will walk into the kitchen at any given moment and see me eating cereal. And he'll be like, Clevy, cereal again?
Oh yeah, you live in
You had cereal
I
last
know.
night
Yeah,
for like a snack.
I live on cereal.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I see that. I think it's a great meal, great snack whenever you want it. Like I knew girls in STEM who ate it breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack.
Yeah.
But I just don't like it. I
Did
don't
you
like the
have a
taste of
childhood
milk.
cereal?
Yeah. So like I ate cereal when I was little. We had like the weekday cereals and the Shabbos
Shabbos
cereal.
cereal.
So like during the week
yeah.
it was what was it called? Rice Krispies and Cheerios, and then Shabbos cereal was Cookie Crush.
Shabbos cereal?
Shabbos
and Cinnamon
cereal.
Toast Crunch.
Just like, are you in the Parsha? It's the same thing.
Okay, my family didn't have such crazy things like
Okay,
Are You in the
yeah.
Parsha and Shabbos cereal. I
Shabbos
just ate
cereal
cereal.
is like, right, so like Hana
It's
said,
exactly
you
what it
have-
sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would have like Rice Krispies and like Cheerios and multigrain Cheerios during the week. It was like healthy.
Okay.
And then Shabbos cereal, you got to splurge. That was like
Oh.
the cupcake Cocoa Pebbles that they once had, or like
Oh,
Cookie
interesting.
Cinnamon
Crisp.
Toast Crunch and Cookie Crisp.
Yeah,
Cookie
or like
Crisp
Life
was my
cereal.
childhood though.
Okay, so here we have a middle child, an oldest child. No, two
I'm a middle child.
Here we have two middle children and a youngest child because the middle children had Shabbos cereal and the
Yeah.
youngest child ate cereal whenever she felt like it. So I think that's
You
just where
could
we're
see the
at.
difference.
You can just tell.
You could tell. Okay, but we didn't answer our question. Is cereal soup?
Oh,
I think
no.
no.
I think no.
I
I
don't
think
think
it
it is.
can be, but it's a bit of a stretch.
It's a stretch.
It's a bit of a stretch.
It's like
So
is the
I-
dress blue or white? I feel like it's that kind of question.
Right. Laurel Yanny.
Laurel Yanny.
Yanny.
I heard
Yeah.
Yanny.
I honestly don't remember.
I don't remember. I think I heard Yanny.
I think I heard Laurel.
Laurel Yanny?
I
Yanny Laurel?
don't remember. It depended on the day.
That's true.
Okay.
Next question.
Next question. You ready?
Ready.
What is something that people would be surprised to know about you?
Ooh, Racheli, you want to take this one?
I'll swing this back. I'll think about it.
All right,
You'll
all right.
think about
we'll
it.
come
I
back.
have something.
Yeah.
I don't think people know that I took karate, and I'm a brown belt in karate.
Whoa, that's really high up.
Yeah,
right?
that's like right before black.
Hana, can you demonstrate some karate moves
I'm
for
really
us?
good. I have not done karate in like 6 years.
Wow.
But that is pretty cool. Like I think that's something cool about myself.
It's very
Not gonna
cool.
lie.
I think that all women should learn karate or some sort
Yeah,
of
it's
self-defense.
really good. I think self
it's
defense
really
is really
important.
important, and it's really good exercise. Like honestly, it was fun. Like there
I
were
could see it
moments
being
where it was
fun.
like hard and like frustrating, and I did have really kind of traumatizing times.
Oh, wow.
But we'll get to that at a different time.
Hana, you want to talk about it?
I will a different time.
It's okay. We talk about it. We're on a bed
but like
right
it was
now.
fun. I did it with my cousin. I did it with my brother sometimes. And I think like it's something cool to try. It was really fun. It's something that I would definitely like start up again because I think
Yeah?
Yeah,
it's
you
cool.
should finish.
Breaking
should
news,
finish,
Hana's taking up karate again. Everyone get really pumped. One day she's gonna post a video on the Instagram demonstrating some karate moves.
No, I think I'm good.
Kosher
I
karate.
honestly don't remember any of the moves. I remember like the first 3 katas, which were like
A kata?
yeah. Don't you remember that from The Office?
Oh,
where,
yeah.
like, Dwight has to demonstrate his kata.
His kata
No, it's like
forms.
It sounds like a kasha or like
a
a kasha or something to it.
Kasha. I have a kasha.
No,
not the
it's
kasha.
like
First 3 katas.
it's like I mean it's not a dance. How do you describe it? It's like a
position?
routine. No,
A
it's a routine
routine.
of different moves where like you do different things in like an order.
Oh, interesting.
Does that make sense?
Sort of.
Like on The
Okay.
Office, like when Dwight's doing like his kata forms in middle of the office space.
Yeah,
and
at
he's
the end,
yeah,
right? Like in
yeah.
season
Yeah, no,
9.
like I
Yeah.
know the kata that he was doing. It was actually one of the easiest ones.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's, like, one of the
'Cause he
first
made them
ones.
look so stupid because he's Dwight, I guess.
Yeah, well, yeah, that makes sense.
Because he's Dwight.
Yeah. So, Javi, what's something that people would be surprised to know about you?
So I think people are always surprised to find out that I really don't like roller coasters. It's-
Yeah, I just found that out on this trip and I
Yeah.
was shocked.
A lot of people, because I have like this really cute, fun, quirky personality.
It's true.
No, which I'm kind of like a loud person with a big personality, and I like to do cool, fun shtick and all that. I don't even know what to call it.
5 points.
5. Yeah, I like to give out points for no reason. But roller coasters really just freak me out. Like I was never like them. I don't enjoy them.
Is there like a reason or just
I think I just get really scared. Like I'm scared of roller coasters.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, it's also a family thing. My brother doesn't like roller coasters. My
Oh,
sister
okay, so
doesn't.
it's not a family thing.
Yeah, my mom loves roller coasters. Hi, Mom. Shout out both my parents in this episode. Yay!
Nice.
Right?
That's a goal.
Impressive.
Yeah.
So my mom really likes roller coasters, but I think the rest of us, like me and my siblings, were just not
That's so
a
fun.
fan. It's just so scary. So fast.
I love
It's the
roller
best. I
coasters.
love roller coasters so
It's a
much.
good feeling.
If
Yeah.
you are afraid of roller coasters like I am, comment the roller coaster emoji. But
I
if
already
you
see myself.
Adrenaline, it's so fun.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I like the adrenaline rush from other things. Like I love getting a rush of adrenaline, but roller coasters are just not fun.
But like roller coasters are just
I don't know. Why would I strap myself?
also it's a way of like
It's a thrill,
it's
I
a
think.
thrill, and like before there's also a thrill of getting over a fear. Like even though I love roller coasters,
Yeah.
there's some roller coasters that are still scary. And like I'm waiting online and I'm like, why am I doing this? This is crazy. This is so insane. And then I do it and I'm like, oh my god, I did it.
Yeah,
And
it's really
that,
cool. And
that
then
in
you
of
walk
itself
off
is a thrill.
and you look at the track and you're like, yeah, I did,
I did that.
I
Yeah.
did
You like
that.
conquered something.
Conquered
Con-
something.
Conquered.
Conquered. I
Conquered.
said it right. Did I say it wrong?
No, you said it right. It's an interesting choice of words to use.
It's
Conquered.
true. You conquered
Yeah.
fear.
Conquered. How do you spell
Yeah.
conquered?
It's CONQURED.
I was not expecting you guys to
Conquered.
answer with that much confidence and surety.
We conquered that.
We conquered the spelling of conquered.
Well, fun fact, I'm actually terrible at spelling.
That's
Yes.
another thing you say. Fun fact.
Fun fact. I
Fun
do say
fact.
that. I say fun fact and that's a call.
True.
Uh-huh.
Also,
fact.
Hana is terrible at spelling. One time.
Whoa.
No.
Shade.
Hana
Okay.
is so bad at
She
spelling.
has been
It's
thrown.
been thrown. We were in high school and
Yeah,
we
I
had
remember.
this event, and Hana had to write the word raffle on a poster. And she spelled it. Hana's crying. Not actually. She's like covering her face, but she spelled raffle with like 3 F's. And like,
I spelled it with an E instead of an A.
she spelled it with an E, but also the E had like 4 lines coming out of it. Like, you know how an E has 3
Okay, but
lines?
can I tell you, in my defense,
Is it a raffle?
It was
Yes.
like raffle.
in my defense, number 1, I was really hyper.
Yeah, we were. We were very
Number
hyper.
2, when I make posters and I write bubble letters, I'm usually a bad speller, but I just forget letters like when I'm making posters. or, like,
Oh,
writing
okay.
bubble
I can
letters.
hear that as
You
an
hear-
artist.
yeah, like, as an
it's really
artist,
hard
that's
to
what
like remember how to
happens.
spell when you're like writing it differently as opposed
Yeah.
to just writing like straight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fun.
Because you have to focus on each letter, so you forget a letter sometimes. So
Right.
this, I was writing a poster that said raffle. So
But that's such
I
a
was
crazy way
very-
to spell it.
I know, but I was really hyper.
Yeah, no, it would have been a very long day. We were at school till like 8 o'clock at
Yeah,
night.
it
For,
was really like
God
it was
knows
really
why.
like-
Wow.
yeah,
So yeah, but that's also a fun fact about me. I'm terrible at spelling.
true. All right, Raquel, do you have your fun fact ready?
So if anyone who knows me knows I'm like really creative. I'm very
Yeah.
hands-on. I
Yeah.
love to draw. But if I had the patience and like I definitely can like go through the schooling for it, I would be a plastic surgeon, like in a
Really?
heartbeat.
Whoa.
Yeah. I love
Plastic
watching surgery.
surgery.
I find it fascinating. And Hana knows.
Yeah.
Like, I love watching like pimples being squeezed.
Yes. Raquel and I
I
bond
love-
over it.
I don't know. There's something
Oh my
about
God.
like I was telling my family also, like when people do surgery, like when you watch the videos, it's just like a patch of skin. Like it's not
Yeah.
even so scary when you think about it. It's just like skin. I don't know.
Raquel
It's
and
not
I,
even a human anymore.
Raquel and I bond over how much we love watching pimples being popped, and Hana just kind of sits there and
I
cringes.
cry. It's so disgusting.
So
I
sad.
don't
satisfying.
understand how people could get like Hana from that.
It's
Like,
cool.
it's so gross.
Okay, guys, if you like videos of pimples being popped, go on our Instagram and tag Dr. Pimple Popper in the comments.
Ew.
Yeah, let's get her on this
So
podcast. Teach us
gross.
about skincare.
Yes.
She can teach us about skincare, but like at least she doesn't show us how to pop pimples.
But it's so fun.
But it's so like why? It's so unnecessarily and disgusting.
Speaking of why haven't you asked the next question?
Why haven't I? Ooh, that was a good segue.
Ooh,
Good
segue.
segue.
Good segue.
Okay, this is a good question. I mean, they're all good questions.
True.
Okay, what conspiracy theory do you secretly believe?
The Bermuda Triangle.
Do you want to explain?
You're really quick to answer that.
Okay, do you guys remember that flight from Malaysia that went missing? I'm convinced it disappeared in the Bermuda Triangle. I'm just like, it has to be.
What's the conspiracy?
Okay,
Yeah.
the conspiracy is that there's this island. I don't know exactly where it is, but it's basically called the Bermuda Triangle, and things go missing.
Yeah.
If it passes, like ships and planes.
I remember
and
learning
stuff.
about that in World
Yeah,
History.
like birds and animals, they go missing in the Bermuda Triangle. People thought Amelia Earhart went missing there.
Did they find her?
I think she was in Japan or something. I don't
Yeah.
know. If anyone knows
There's
anything
no
about Amelia
definite
Earhart.
answer about like what happened to her.
Well,
Yeah. Anyways, I'm convinced that the Bermuda Triangle is real and that people 100% get lost there, and that the Malaysia flight flew over the Bermuda Triangle and just got lost.
It just vanished.
It just did. That's
like
what happened.
manifest. It's gonna show
That's
up in
such a
5
good
years.
theory.
Yeah, I really believe it. Like Shane Dawson has to get all over that. I really just believe it.
Yeah.
It makes sense. It makes too much sense.
Wow.
I
Okay.
don't know. It's interesting. It's not something that like I would say I believe, but like it is.
Like I wouldn't believe it, but it makes sense. Like I hear what you're
Right?
saying. Yeah.
But like, what is it? There has to be like some scientific factor.
just
to it.
magic.
Scientific.
It's magic?
It's just
magic.
magic.
Yeah.
I flat out
Sheer
believe in magic, yeah.
Straight up.
Straight up.
Speaking of magic,
Speaking of,
my conspiracy theory
Sure.
that I believe in like so hard is
Mhm.
like there's a Frozen conspiracy theory.
Oh, I heard
Okay.
about this.
Have you heard about this one?
about Walt Disney.
Yeah. How
Okay.
like so Frozen I think came out in 2017 or 2016, like
Sure.
one of those years.
Yeah.
And before they like came out with Frozen, if you would search Frozen,
Frozen
or Disney Frozen,
Yeah.
all like the Google searches would be about like Walt Disney being like buried in ice so that he could preserve his body.
This I heard about. They buried like his head is
Yeah.
frozen on ice, right?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know what it is. Like he's definitely like been frozen so he can like preserve himself.
Oh, interesting.
And so Disney supposedly created Disney's Frozen to cover up all of those things. So when you search Disney's Frozen, the only thing that comes up now is Disney, Frozen, Anna, Elsa, everything that has to do with
Okay,
that.
I'm gonna
It's so
poke.
interesting.
I'm gonna poke a little hole because the original title that Frozen was supposed to be called was the Snow Queen. That's what they were originally going to call it. Then they changed the name.
So maybe they changed the name for this
PR.
season.
Yeah, maybe they did
Mm.
it because of that.
Mm.
'Cause
Okay.
If you go back,
Very
like you know,
sick.
on the bottom when you scroll on Google, there's like Google and all those O's.
Yeah.
So if you go all the way to the beginning, you will see it says like Walt Disney has been like frozen or something.
Interesting. So it's a cover up. Walt
a
Disney.
cover-up,
Walt
yeah.
Disney's in a freezer somewhere.
Yeah.
I think we should break in and go find him.
Yeah,
Let's
That
do
should be
it.
the
I
next
feel like that was
movie.
part of
Yeah.
a TV show.
For sure.
I'm
well,
gonna think
Captain
about
America was in ice. If you're thinking, of
that. No,
that.
I'm not thinking of that. Okay, I'm gonna think about it. I'll get back to you what I'm thinking of. It
Okay.
for sure happened. Whether it was Disney or somebody else. It was like a kid show where they were like trying to find someone frozen on ice.
Yeah.
Okay, I might be like totally making this up. So I can do it next time.
Okay.
All right,
Um,
Hana, conspiracy theory, lay it on us.
So I was actually like I was gonna say the one that Raquel said. Like it's. a
Oh,
good
you
one.
were? I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
No, it's okay. Because it's a really good one, and I think it like it makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. Like that's a good one to believe. 'Cause,
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah.
Also, like there's like no harm in it. So like if you believe
Yeah,
it, it's
there's
not
no
like you're
harm.
making a statement.
Like the Bermuda Triangle one is like, whoa.
That's a
Yeah.
big one.
No, it's a big
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
It's really a big one.
Yeah. Like the other big one is about the moon landing. That the moon landing
Moon
didn't
landing was
happen. That
fake?
they faked it.
Yes.
I mean that one I
that's
don't
such a
believe. Like
good
the moon
one.
landing was real.
Like that
It
for
happened.
sure happened because if you think about it, also they didn't have all that technology back then to really pull that off.
Yeah. I don't
Or
understand.
did it happen? Did it really?
Yeah, it happened.
Did it really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe they photoshopped the No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
It really happened. It really did.
You know what
Okay.
else happened?
What?
Kana asking the next question.
These are such bad
These
Okay,
are
guys.
amazing
As
transitions.
like the editor, like Hana sends me the podcast to like review after,
Yeah.
and I'm just laughing now because I'm like thinking of all the things I have to like type up to like say of like all the emojis that they mention. I put like in
Oh,
the
can I
notes.
just
Yeah.
say that that Racheli, when she sends us the notes, she types like in emojis.
Yeah.
When I get the notes to edit the episode, because I'm the editor and I like cut out like all the stuff that you don't hear, obviously. Racheli sends me the notes only in emojis.
True.
Yeah, mostly just emojis.
Okay, so I also look over the notes that Racheli sends. I don't edit episodes, that's Hana and Racheli, but just for myself to, know what I sounded like. And Racheli puts in all these cute emojis, and she like, she puts it in, okay, my roommate in Stern, Tara, what's good? She calls it like a Tara speak, Chevi speak, Racheli speak. Like the way that you type or text or write is kind of the way that you sound when you speak also. So she puts it in like Racheli speak. It's like her personality.
It's all emojis.
And it's really cool.
I love it though.
Yeah,
it's because I know exactly what she's saying. Funny
exactly,
enough.
right?
Yeah.
Like I don't want to be like blunt and like, haha, so funny. And then you
exactly because
emoji.
you don't only put the laughing emoji or like the smiley face emoji.
Yeah, I'm
you
really
use
good with
all
my
the
emojis. Like I know them really well.
You know which ones to use.
If you look at my family chat with like me and my whole family, it's just emoji also. It's just emojis. Like that's it.
That's so funny.
Speaking of group chats, check out our WhatsApp group chat. Click the link in the description in our Instagram.
Wow.
I know.
Second plug of the episode.
Skaya. We're gonna do one more later.
I'm proud. I'm really proud.
Thank you. Look out for our next plug, guys. It's coming.
It's coming soon in the theater near you. Okay, so this is our last question that we got. But hopefully we'll do another Q&A, so you guys keep the questions coming. So the question is, how do you respond to someone who doesn't like iced coffee?
Is that a serious question?
My answer is just silence.
Silence.
Are there really people on this earth who just don't like iced coffee?
Yeah.
I know, it's a shocker.
What?
It's a sad story.
Happens to be, I knew like a few people like back in like high school who didn't like iced coffee.
What?
Who are now like major coffee drinkers.
Good.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I have a very strongly worded message for anyone who doesn't like iced coffee.
Okay.
First of all, why?
Why?
And second of all, no. And third of all, why?
Or probably fourth, how could you?
How dare you?
How dare you?
Dare you?
Yeah. How dare you? I mean, there are a lot of reasons to be happy in this world.
I'm getting really deep right now.
And I think iced coffee is just probably the biggest one. So
can I just say we've been in Miami for 3 days and Chevi finished an entire Starbucks cold brew.
I kid you not. I walked by the garbage today and I'm like, did you finish that whole entire thing?
I did.
Like
by herself.
And I'm like, what are you gonna do tomorrow? But it's fine because there's a Starbucks. So.
It's true, guys. I'm gonna be real. 3 days is a very long time. That means
but that's how many ounces are in that bottle? It's huge.
It takes me a week to finish that.
Okay,
really?
Yeah, I finished it in like a week.
Okay, this is 48 fluid ounces.
Good job. You
It's
have that much amount of coffee in your body right
It's
now.
a quart and a half.
That's insane.
I will just say that means that I only had one iced coffee a day while we were here. And that is sad.
No, you had more than one.
Okay, there was one day when I had two.
Right.
You had two like every day.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I had so much I don't remember how much I had.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So to anyone out there who doesn't like iced coffee, I drink enough for the both of us. So you're good.
But what's good is that whether you like iced coffee or you don't like iced coffee or like hot coffee, whatever type of coffee you like, you can still listen to this podcast.
That's true.
It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very good point.
Right?
Yeah.
All are welcome at Project Iced Coffee.
All are welcome. Everyone matters.
Ooh.
Wow.
So,
all types of coffee matter.
All types of coffee matter. And with that concludes the Q&A session of our podcast.
Yeah.
We're going to do more Q&As in the future. So guys, head on over to our Instagram. Keep checking those stories. Fill in those boxes with those awesome questions. And
yeah,
how do you end this podcast?
Okay, make sure to like and subscribe, download our episodes on Apple Music and Spotify.
Missed a couple of words.
Okay, Racheli, you do it.
Okay, I'm pulling it up. Hold on.
Okay, guys.
Keep it going.
As a special treat for you, Racheli,
we'll do the ending.
Is going to sum up our ending.
But all in all, thank you so much for listening. Thank you, Chevi. Thank you, Racheli. This was such a fun episode. I'm so happy that we were able to do this in person. It's our first episode that we did in person.
Epic.
And Amir Shem, as we see the light of the end of the tunnel of COVID, Amir Shem be able to do more in person, which will be so much fun.
That would be amazing.
That would be
in-person
epic.
guests. Are you ready?
Yeah,
All
let's
right,
do
guys.
it. Let's
Don't
end
forget
this
to
episode
rate.
off.
Don't forget to rate, comment, review, subscribe, and download this podcast so we know how many people are listening. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Project Ice Coffee. If you have any questions, please email us at projecticecoffeepodcast@gmail.com. You made it so long.
I know.
I'm telling you. And guys, we have a merch website, so
Woo.
feel free to check it out and get yourself some cute swag.
Exactly. Okay, thank you for listening and have a great week. Enjoy your iced coffee.
Okay, bye.